For the second consecutive year, the Tusculum women are heading to the South Atlantic Conference Championship game as they outlast Catawba this evening by a score of 60-53. Joined by head coach Megan Price. And coach, first of all, congratulations on making the second straight trip to the conference championship game. Your first, obviously, it's been quite a crazy first season for you with getting hired during COVID, and now we're at this point where playing for a conference championship.
Right. It's really exciting, for the girls. I love that it's going back to back like that for them. They deserve it. I told them before the game, we work harder than anyone else. And so I think for us, that's just big that we just keep going to work. And they grind it out. They deserve it, every bit of it.
Maddie Sutton, the ultimate grinder, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. I think she took 3 charges. She took a bunch of charges in the last game as well. It's remarkable what she does, and it's just an understated part of her game about how the physical pounding that she takes down there night after night after night, and still puts up the big numbers every night.
Right, and it's crazy too because we knew that she was going to be held off the boards a lot tonight, and it was tough to run stuff to her at times. But when we did, she scored, and then when we didn't, she just got those extra buckets. So it was just big for us that she continued to play down the stretch and fight through.
Catawba, Downs was shooting 3-pointers, which is not really part of her game, and they made a couple shots. They made that run in the third quarter, got it back to 3. What did you tell the team to try and get them to kind of gain their composure a little bit?
The biggest thing for us is, we go against stuff like that every day. Like, we're working on our press offense every day, and I didn't feel like we just weren't making shots, and we weren't executing very well offensively because it's easy against them to push and shoot layups, but then if that's not working for a while, we got to pull it back out and execute better. And so that was kind of the game plan all along. They're a really good third-quarter team, and we knew that going in, so I just said if I have to waste a timeout, I'll waste a timeout so that they don't come back. And that was big for us, too, just because we got legs. We withstood them being tired. I felt like they got a little more tired than we did down the stretch, and that was big for us because we just do a lot of conditioning.
You talked about it before the game with having 2 ball handlers that you have confidence in, Bree Dixon, Margaret Rodriguez combined. They only turned the ball over 3 times.
That's amazing.
And it seemed like you had options. Every time that they tried to set something up, you always had 2 options to try and break the press.
Yeah, and that was big for us. Like, we always go back and forth between our 2 press breakers, and we'll probably add in a couple more before Sunday. But just for us, it's just big for us because I felt like it's tough. Like, I don't know who you're going to trap, and we come back to the ball well. We have somebody in the middle at all times. So, for us, we just have people who can handle the basketball. So it's hard to press us the whole game.
24 fast break points tonight. That has got to be a season high.
Yeah.
It was just they're breaking the press. The one play I remember in particular was when Bree inbound the ball. Maddie just broke, and it was almost like a heave down the field for football, and she caught it and just went in for the layup. And just getting out on the break and moving and not being stationary is something that we sometimes get caught being too stationary.
Right, and it was big for us running the floor tonight. We knew we could get those because once you get past that initial pressure, you've got layups. But Maddie did such a great job running the floor tonight. Bree too. And we do that drill every day where we pitch it ahead. And I tell him, I said, it's conditioning, and it's going to happen in a game, and it paid off at a time like this.
Now you'll be home on Sunday for a championship game against either Lincoln Memorial or Anderson. LMU's winning by 5 with 7.5 minutes to go. I'm sure the obvious answer is we don't care who we get. We're just happy to have the game on our home court.
We're just happy to be there, and we're happy to be on our home court. So that's big for us.
Well, you will be Sunday afternoon for the South Atlantic Conference Championship. Coach Megan Price, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Enjoy this one, and get back at it tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
As Tusculum head coach Megan Price with her thoughts on today's game as the Pioneers defeat Catawba 60-53 to advance to the SAC Championship for the second consecutive year. More of our post-game coverage coming up on the Pioneer Sports Network.